Today I wanted to talk about a bit more of a serious topic that I think that I at least struggled with the most. And now I'm kind of trying to go out of it, but I think also a lot of people, actually most, there's not a single person that doesn't think about their future, only if you're old and you're thinking about your past. Why I wanted to talk about this, because I don't know, I have been having a lot of mixed emotions recently. There weren't many of these kind of memories that I really just lived in the present, you know? It's not really possible for me. I'm always thinking of what I'm going to do or what I did, never of today. And what I'm doing today, I will just remember in the past when it goes by, and then I will once again not think about what I'm doing. Or I will think about the future and what I can do, be afraid of it, especially for young people. I am young, I am 18, and I do fear for my future sometimes. And for a few days I've gone a little depressed. I don't want to say depressed, but like sad over it, that I thought that I had no future. Of course, that's a lie. Always have a future, but like it's different for all of us. But I really thought that I will be stuck in this loop. I have a stable job that I have been keeping for over 8 months, and the job is great. All I can say is that it's a fast food restaurant, and yeah, and the coworkers are the nicest people there, everything is great. But I really thought about, like, what if I stay here throughout my whole life? Because to be honest, I haven't finished studies. I am working full wage so I can live comfortably, but then I don't have many time for studying. But today I really wasn't as, I don't know, I still think of how great it was today, and it wasn't really anything special. But throughout the whole day I felt, I don't know, happiness. I felt happy. I worked today, but I don't know, it was so, I took a moment to realize maybe that how nice people are. The time went by very slow because I really kept attention to, I don't know, talking to people, which is very hard for me. I usually don't even like talking to people. Well, it's an on-off thing, because recently I stopped talking to people as much as I can, and with the people that I had to, I of course will talk and just be nice. Everything is normal about that. But recently it was so hard to talk to people, and I don't know, it's a bit of a problem because I don't want to be like that. But I'm very used to not talking to people or just getting the vibe, you know? Or my battery just quickly goes low. This is not the point of the video. What I really wanted to say is the saying that you should live in the present day, or whatever the saying is, there are many sayings about this, is all I'm trying to say is that you really should. Yes, think about your future in a way that you're thinking like, I want to be that, and I want to be that. And don't think like, shit, if I don't reach that point, what if that's going to happen? What if I turn out like that? Don't think about that. If you have a point in your life that you want to reach, then just use the present to think about what can you do about it. If you're very, very young, you're don't even worry about your future as much. That's at least what I'm trying to tell you, because I remember in quarantine, which is, fuck, that's a very long time ago now when I think about it. It's been 7 years since quarantine. Wow. Time does fly. And quarantine started when I was 11. 11. And I remember it ended around when I was 13, 14? I'm not sure. But I remember when it was during quarantine that all I did was lay in my bed. I also gained not like a lot of weight, but well, a decent amount of weight that was noticeable, and it kind of showed by my sports skills that I had none at that point. All I did at home was just lay in bed, play video games, watch YouTube, some movies, not sleep throughout the night, eat at night. I didn't even study well, even though it was like online. And now when I think about it, I wish it was online. It would be the easiest thing for me. But, well, of course it isn't right now. And shit. And I remember even when I got called from the school, well, my mom got called, and they said that I might be kicked out because I didn't go to my classes, well, the online classes at all. When she found out, I really realized when she was, angry and saying like, what the fuck are you doing? This is the easiest way you can pass your classes. Like, do something, just turn up to them. And after that, I really started hating myself over everything that I'm doing, but I started thinking about life very, very quickly, because I think it's like of what household I was in, which I'm not like going to talk about much. There's probably a lot of things that you will find out about me, but that's not the case right now. There are a lot of things that kind of went into one singular thing that made me kind of grow up quicker. I don't know, because I'm 18. This is my place. Well, I don't own it, I rent it, but I rent it with my own money, And what I'm trying to say is, think about each time when you thought about your future and how you live now, and you still think about it. Think about your past self. Would your past self would be happy? Because from my perspective, in the quarantine days, I really thought like, what the fuck am I doing? What will my future turn out to be? Because I was also very, like, completely an introvert. I didn't have many friends. I had one or two, and they were even like online friends, and that's it. I didn't have any other friends, and I really thought about like, wow, will I even be able to find a job? Will I move out of my mom's place? And stuff like that. I really thought about it because I really thought about myself that horribly. And now I kind of stopped thinking about the future and just thought like, hey, I am here, I have my own place and it's comfortable. It has everything that I need. The most important thing, that is warm. It has a shower. It has a stove, internet, TV, holy shit. But that's what is amazing about it. And what is even more great, that I'm doing this by myself. Well, I live with a friend that we pay half and half, which makes it a lot easier, but you get what I mean. Just to look at the point that you are in now, and if you are doing much greater than you did in the past, why worry so much about your future when you can just think about your future? And if you have some kind of a dream, some kind of a point that you want to get to, then just think in the present of what can you do now. That's at least how I think about it. And I don't know, I really wanted to get this thought out because I think it's kind of smart, you know? I think a lot of people maybe thought about this already, and I'm just like, holy shit, I can live in the present and think about my future, but not like horribly each time or just be confused, because that's the other thing, confusion. A lot of people are just confused because they have no idea they don't have anyone to lead them, you know. And that's for all of us. When you grow up, you don't have anyone to lead you, and you have to make your own choices. And that's sometimes hard, very hard. And for me, I just recently, like, you know, completely realized that I was like, oh, I am on my own. If I have to call a doctor, mom will not help me anymore. But it's the thing that we all have to get used to. It's very important that we make our own decisions and that they're good and that we don't have to depend on anyone. And then life will just turn out to be easier. So yeah. So that's really the point of the video. I don't know, I just had yeah. See you tomorrow when I watch Iron Lung. I don't know if I will edit it in the same day. Probably not. Probably not. Or probably yes. I don't fucking know. But for me right now, it's tomorrow. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. So I hope all of you will and are doing great. And I will see you very soon.